Yes, thank you, Chairman. And it's really wonderful to be here. As you have said, we just arrived this morning from Paris. I've been very fortunate to be able to travel with yourself. I've been to about 20 countries on the continent. Through football, I've watched women's soccer, I've watched the best of male football. I have been really lucky to meet young people on the continent. And for me, that makes the work of the Motsepe Foundation really worthwhile. When I see the impact for young people that the foundation and its staff are creating on the continent. And so, good morning to our dignitaries, Sia, fantastic, just one short idea. When we started with the netball, and we took young kids from the townships, some who played on dirt, gravel, and we took them, the winners, we traveled to Singapore through football, through netball. One of these young girls, she must have been 17, had never been on a plane in her life. And she said, as I'm really appreciating the moment, she said, can you imagine somebody like me who's never ever been in a plane now going to Singapore? I mean, she had never even traveled to Johannesburg, let alone Singapore. So thank you for what you do. Minister, thank you very much. As you always say, education and sports are so intertwined. So our kids can learn and stay out of trouble through sports. Thank you very much. Premier Lemoha, thank you for being here. You guys really supported us through education. Danny, we've been my brother from my other mother, but she just likes to say. So it's fantastic to see you all. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to read briefly from this press release, and then of course I'm going to have to rush out to another commitment. So the press release reads, Motsepe Foundation donates 150 million to schools football for boys and girls, and to schools African choral and indigenous music, and schools netball. The Department of Basic Education and the Motsepe Foundation announced today that the Motsepe Foundation is donating 150 million rands for the development and growth of schools football for boys and girls at secondary and primary schools, and for the promotion of schools African choral and indigenous music, as well as for schools netball. The donation of 150 million rand is for a period of 5 years and is in terms of the extension of the current partnership agreement between the parties, which commenced in 2016 and under which 70 million rands has been spent to date. $30 million will be distributed every year as follows. 12 million rands to the Motsepe Schools Football Cup for boys and girls at secondary and primary schools. The winning secondary school will receive 3 million rands, which must be used for the construction or upgrading of football, education, and other sports infrastructure and facilities. 8 million rands for the new schools football competition for girls at secondary and primary school level, and for the new primary school competition for boys. 6 million rands for the ABC Motsepe Schools Choral Estate and the Motsepe Schools Netball Cup. They will receive 4 million rands. The South African Football Association or SAFA, will continue to perform the functions and role that they undertook in the previous agreements. The founder and chairman of Motsepe Foundation, Dr. Precious Moloi-Motsepe, said, "The Motsepe Foundation is committed to continue investing in the education and the development and growth of our youth in football, music, netball, and other sports. Our partnership with the Department of Basic Education has over many years made significant contributions to the upliftment and improvement in the quality and standards of schools football, African choral and indigenous music, and netball. The Motsepe Foundation decided to substantially increase the donation in terms of the new agreement by more than 100%, and to contribute to ensuring that our youth in South Africa can perform and compete successfully with the best in the world in football, music, and netball. Academic success at school and in football, music, netball, and other sports create a solid foundation to pursue a promising future in these areas. Some of the best Premier Soccer League and Bafana Bafana players were first identified and recruited whilst playing in the K Motsepe Schools Football Cup, which was established approximately 18 years ago. The Motsepe Foundation is committed to pursuing and advancing academic excellence and excellence in football, music, netball, and other sports. And the Minister of Basic Education, Motsepe, said, "We highly appreciate the continued support of the Motsepe Foundation and have no doubt that this long-term partnership will make a positive and sustainable difference in the lives of young South Africans. Together, we can birth in our lifetime a high-performing basic education system and a socially cohesive society at peace with itself. This is not just a project to build a nation of winners in music and sports only, but in all facets of life. We are here to build a nation as sports and music are integral to the full realization of any nation's growth." And a quotation from the co-founder and CEO of the Motsepe Foundation, Dr. Precious Moloi-Motsepe: "Supporting education, football, music, and other sports has always been a primary focus area for the Motsepe Foundation. We are excited to start during the next academic year the first schools football competition for girls at secondary and primary schools. We will use the rest of this year to prepare for the successful commencement of this competition. The girls' competition will contribute to the growth and development of women's football in South Africa, Africa, and the world. We also want to thank Minister Motsepe for her outstanding leadership and support for our partnership. For further information or inquiries, please contact Gumisa Marisela at the foundation at the email address in the document. Thank you very much.